Hello friends, welcome back. This is Mehjabin. Today I present before you line by line explanation of William Shakespeare's Sonnet 29. This is one of the most popular sonnets of Shakespeare. A variety of themes run through this sonnet. Some of the major ones are anxiety, love, and jealousy. The narrator talks about his utterly hopeless and miserable condition. The poet presents himself as somebody very unhappy. However, his mood improves when he remembers his beloved. Love brings him optimism at a lonely and depressed moment. This sonnet is also addressed to a young man who appears to be the narrator's friend. So this is how the poem starts. When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state. When in disgrace with fortune, when I am not favored by fortune, when I am not favored by good luck, and men's eyes, when I am in disgrace with men's eyes, when people are unkind towards me, when people are against me, I all alone beweep my outcast state. Then, in my lonely situation, I do not have anybody to give me company, and at that time, I lament, I mourn, I grieve over my lonely situation, or I grieve over my sad situation. Outcast means downcast, sad, miserable, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries. And then I trouble deaf heaven. That means I make a complaint to heaven, but it goes unheeded. Deaf heaven. That means heaven does not pay attention to my cries. With my bootless cries. Bootless means my unprofitable or my useless cries. My cries are meaningless because I do not get any positive response from heaven. I do not get any divine grace from heaven, from the gods. And at that time, and look upon myself and curse my fate. And my situation is so sad, it is so hopeless, it is so miserable that I curse my fate. I look upon myself, I look upon my situation and I curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope. And I feel that my condition should be like that of the people who have hope in their lives. Featured like him. I want to be featured, or I want to be positioned, or I want to look like another. I want to have somebody else's looks. I want to have somebody else's position in life. Like him with friends possessed. I feel lonely and I want to have friends like other people around me have theirs. Desiring this man's art and that man's scope, and at the same time I wish to have another man's talent. I feel that I am not capable of anything. I feel hopeless. I feel that I am of no good, and I wish for another man's talent. I wish to get another man's capabilities and that man's scope, and I want to have somebody else's opportunities with what I most enjoy contented least. And all those things which have always given me joy, pleasure, all those things for which I had always been passionate about, those things become meaningless to me. Those things become useless to me, and I am not satisfied with them anymore like I used to be in the past. Contented means to be satisfied. I am not satisfied with all those things that I had enjoyed in the past. Yet in these thoughts myself almost despising. And when I have such negative thoughts in my mind, when negative thoughts come to me, I start hating myself. I start despising. That means I start hating myself for having such kind of unpleasant thoughts. Happily I think on thee. And these are the moments when I happen to think about you, my beloved. And then my state, and the moment my thought goes back to you, the moment I think about you, my mind becomes positive, my mood improves, and then my state, and then my situation, my condition, like to the lark at break of day arising. I feel like a lark. I feel like the songbird lark, which the lark, as the lark feels when at the time of daybreak, at the time of in the morning, when it rises, when it soars high up into the sky and begins singing, it feels happy, it feels delighted, and it expresses its song of delight by singing high up in the sky. So the poet is he's comparing his happiness to the happiness of the lark. Like to the lark at break of day arising means soaring or rising high up in the sky from the sullen earth. Why is the earth called sullen? Because the earth seems to be a place full of cares and worries. But the skylark or the lark, it rises high up into the sky at heaven's gate. It reaches the highest parts of the sky and sings beautiful songs, melodious songs, which to the poet seems like hymns. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings. And at that time, when I remember your love, it brings so much of comfort, it brings so much of delight to me, that then I scorn to change my state with kings. And at those times, I hate to change. I would hate to change my life. I would hate to change my circumstances. I would hate to change my situation with even that of the kings. I feel happy with whatever I have in my life, because I have suddenly remembered that I have a lover, I have a friend who cares about me. And so all the woes and anxieties of life, they disappear, they begin to disappear, they begin to vanish one by one. Well, that's all for today. Meet you again very soon. Bye.